Mushishi is one of those stories that uses a one-minded force of nature as a thematic and narrative tool to carry out its intent. In a method similar to how Darkspawn function in the Dragon Age game series, or how White Walkers work in Game of Thrones and A Song of Ice and Fire, the Mushi, by and large, act as the forces of nature that they are, utilized to demonstrate people at their purest in one way or another. They're not complex, they have no intent, and they just act as they're programmed to do, as instinctual as they come. And these microscopic creatures are interesting, but they're not the focus. They're simply used to throw mankind into sharp relief. Expose people to fear, peril, desire, or glory, and you can learn a lot about them. It's how mankind reacts to these extreme forces of nature in the micro and macro situations that matters, and it's the stories that result from these reactions that we can gain value and perspective from. But while some of the revelations within the narrative can be quite haunting and dark, the story approaches it with an understated tone, a wry smile, and a resigned but comforting sigh. It doesn't attempt to hide these facets, but it presents them with layers and flavor, as it consistently uses its premise, and these gorgeous locales, to integrate these stories with a groundedness that promotes a natural aura. It's a characteristic that allows the quiet to remain captivating, and the fantastical to stand out, while maintaining a very distinct approach. Thanks in part to this very raw intent, and the understated, solemn, and dreamlike presentation, this show and the stories it shares have this spiritual, intimate quality. Like a whisper. Like every story is a secret that only you are privy to. Like every story will give every person something slightly different to take away from it. Certain episodes are ephemeral and leave a big impact despite being understated, because some of the situations are so very genuine to life and indicative of the truths of people. And that is where I think the crux of Mushishi's narrative identity lies. The world is very upsetting, very wondrous, very dark, and very gorgeous, full of pain and full of serenity. And the presence of one of these characteristics does not negate the presence of one of the others. Appropriately given the earthy style and themes of the story, just as the case is with nature, the world is not out to destroy what you hold most dear, nor is it designed to automatically make you feel fulfilled and happy. Everything is as it is, various shades of gray, and what you get out of things depends on the complexion you perceive from those shades. And if you'll allow it to, the story of Mushi-Shi uses Ginkgo as its guide to lay out all of these truths raw and bare, leaving it up to the audience to decide which of the variety of messages within these tiny stories they wish to adhere themselves to. Evocative, provoking, and even soothing in some ways. A series of short stories as ethereal as they are true to life. Many thanks for watching.